What's up guys, this is HesNoz or Noz. As usual, I hope you're having an awesome day. So this is actually a TDM gameplay where I go 26-4 on the map Comeback using the SAC-3. And this is an incredibly powerful SMG. I would actually compare it to the ASM-1. So definitely try it out if you haven't already. Also in the gameplay, the only attachment I'm using is laser sight. And at that point, I did not unlock extended mags or advanced rifling, and I still managed to go ham. So definitely try it out. Do not underestimate this weapon. It is extremely powerful. As for my perks that are equipped, I'm using lightweight, low profile, gung ho, scavenger, and blast suppressor. And I would also use these perks for a shotgun, since my goal is to be as close as possible to the enemy to be able to drop him. And when I use gung ho combined with blast suppressor, it helps to that effect, since I'm undetectable in the enemy's UAV and I could shoot while sprinting and sliding. Score streaks wise, I am using the UAV with extra time, the system hack with 2 extra times, and the paladin with extra time. However, I didn't manage to get the last one. So I managed to get a successful gameplay. First and foremost, I believe, since I managed to I used the outskirts of the map. In other words, I tried to avoid the middle of the map as much as possible. And not really for this map, because in Comeback the middle of the map is like that sort of bunker, and there's usually not enemies there. However, in other maps, I would definitely not recommend that players stay in the middle, since that's where all the enemies head at, and that's where the heat of the action is. So I really stay in the outskirts of the map. I kill an enemy and then I hide in cover. I kill another enemy until I get my UAV. And once I get that, it's pretty easy attaining my other kill streaks. Another helpful tip I can give you is do not stay on the higher levels of the map. As you can see in the gameplay, I drop a lot of people that are on top of buildings and structures, and I really don't recommend that. Other players actually expect to see enemies there, so you're more likely to get dropped than if you're just roaming around the lower parts of the map and just gunning enemies, ducking into cover, and playing it safely. Another thing I've noticed is that players tend to not use the insides of a building as much as the past CODs, since obviously you could boost jump and it's more exciting, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But that is a huge mistake. As you can see in the gameplay, every time I have to reload or I'm injured, I go in the building, I reload, I take my time, and I played much safer than if I were constantly boosting in the air and just always staying on the high grounds. Notice how I do not have a silencer. So what I do is I kill either 1, 2, or 3 enemies, and I change my area, since the enemy will be able to spot me on the map. So if you do not have a silencer, when you actually do shoot someone, do not stay in the same area, since you will die, obviously. Also, when you use SMGs or even shotguns, avoid the long corridors, since you could easily be shot down. So in the video, I avoid as much as possible the long corridors, and I don't give the chance for the enemies using the assault rifles or even the snipers to take me down. And it was a really active gameplay. I did not camp that much.
Good job, Atlas.
So the video is almost finished. I hope you enjoyed the Beasting episode 3, and more videos to come. So have a nice day and stay tuned.